Okay, so I've got this new game called Jelly in the Sky. I've had my eye on this for a little while. It's a sort of an experimental game that the developer was trying to create this new, just entirely physics-based world where all of the individual particles that make up the world have the physics laws applied to them. And he took that idea and made one of those old-style kind of tank shooting games, sort of like Artilleris on the Amiga. And that's what kind of caught my eye because I really love those games. So let's give it a try. So currently it doesn't have a fully fleshed out single player mode. So that's coming here soon, according to the developer. You can see that here. He's got that coming in a couple of weeks. So this is just sort of a little taste of what that could be like. So let's start it up. So you have a little tank here, and you're in this snowy world. Up here is all of your information. So this took me a minute to figure out because there isn't any sort of guide or instruction or some sort of reference to know what all this stuff means. But so this is your tank's health and shields. And this is the power that you're going to shoot your cannon at. So you can use the WASD keys to aim the tank cannon. And then you can use, A and D to aim the tank cannon, and W and S, depending on the weapon that you have chosen. So right now I'm on the minigun, so there is no alternating the power of that. So, and I don't have any others yet. Okay, so single player, you start off with just the minigun. So I'm going to use the arrow keys to move forward and backwards, and you can see everything's kind of physics-based, so it's all jiggly. That's why it's called Jelly in the Sky, I think. So I'm going to pick up these artillery shells. So if you use the plus and minus key on the keypad, you can switch between your different weapons. And you see now I can push up and down, W and S, to adjust the power that I'm going to use to fire my shells. And that's also represented by this little line here that's kind of a preview. So let's see if we can take out one of these trees that are in my way. So you kind of set your power where you want it, and spacebar to fire. Okay, so that was a little too much. And a little too little. But you see every single thing in here has physics applied to it. So when that shell blew up, the ground sort of blew apart and it's kind of stuck on me. There we go. So I sort of chopped down that tree. Let's see if it can push over now. Ooh, okay, so it's still kind of stuck. So now I'm stuck. What can I do? I might be able to shoot it enough to get it over. Come on. There we go. Made it. Alright, so here's some more artillery shells, and here's a flamethrower. Now, I did read on the forums that all of these, this is early access, so all of these icons are placeholders and temporary, so this is all going to be replaced by better looking stuff. So, first, let's take out this tree. There we go. Ugh, alright. Not doing so good here. That ought to give me enough. There we go. And now the flamethrower, I think he gave that to you to test out. So every one of these different particles can have different types applied to it. So, trees are made out of wood, I think. And so we've got snow. So if I switch to my flamethrower, you'll notice that snow can melt. Oops. At least that's what I read on the forums. Let's see. So it's kind of liquidized a little bit. Alright, so now this in front of me is a sentry gun, so I gotta take it out. There we go. Yeah, get out of my way. All right, and here's the goal. So this was just a simple little small single player level. So let's take a look at what's kind of the meat of this so far, which is the hot seat mode, which you can play you and friends, take turns, or you can play up against the AI, which is really cool, so that you don't have to have somebody there with you to play this game. So let's put 3 players, and let's make 2 of them AI controlled, and you can set their colors and all the different things. Let's make them like evil black, so I know who they. Oh yeah, yeah. So those are the bad guys. Now they won't. There's no teams or anything, so it's like everybody against everybody. But so the AI can fire at the other AI as well as me. And then you set how many rounds the battle will go. Between rounds, you get money. So if you win the round, you get more money than if you lose. And then you can use that money to buy the different weapons that are available. So let's do 3 rounds. Okay, so you start off with 30 J coins, whatever that is. So the price is here on the right. And then this number here is how many you currently have. And you can also sell things, which I didn't know. That's cool. I just now noticed that. So I can sell things to get extra money. Maybe you can't sell. Maybe you can only sell. Well, anyway, so that's cool. So there's some things that I just don't use. So I'm going to sell a few of these. Some of these won't let you, but anyhow. So that I can buy something cool. How about a nuke? And what else do I want? There's all sorts of different things. Big split bomb. Let's try one of those. And I've got 11. Well, let's save those for the next round because that money carries over. All right, so here we are. It looks like now you can zoom in and out with the mouse scroll wheel. Here's basically your turn energy. And you'll notice it's slowly bleeding down. So that's almost like a timer, but it's also, if you fire a gun, it uses some of that up. So I'm going to choose my small artillery and then see if I can zero in on this guy. I'm going to change my power a little bit. Okay, so that wasn't quite enough. So if I've got enough left to maybe take one more shot. So I added a little power. There we go. That was my turn, so now they're going to go. Now, the AI so far doesn't seem to be real intelligent, but they are really good aim. You know, he didn't have to hone in on me at all. He just sort of shot and was already hitting me. So, but I haven't moved too much. The bridge did sort of wiggle, so my aim is probably still pretty good. So I think right now is a good time for my nuke on this guy. So if I don't change anything, my trajectory should still be about the same. Oh, okay. Well, that worked. And my my bridge supports are collapsing. Oh, I have okay. I had a little bit of time left. I should have been setting up another shot. Okay, so let's see. He's going to hit me. All right. So they do miss every now and then, but I find that their targeting ability is far superior to mine right off the bat. But one thing that I've noticed is they don't... yeah, you can use the tank cannon to sort of pick yourself up sometimes. Well, I don't know if that was a good idea. They don't... they won't fire at you if they have no shot. So if you get yourself like underneath something and they don't really have any way of hitting you, they'll just skip their turn. But I don't see a way to get myself in that position just yet. The other thing that I noticed is that the AI doesn't tend to move anywhere. They'll, you know, even if they could move to get a better shot, at least I haven't seen it. They don't really try and do that. Let's see if I can hit this guy. Alright, so if I just do a little tiny bit less power, what else do I have? Do I have another nuke? I've got this big split bomb. Let's try that. Alright. So that kind of collapsed his bridge. Now he's down in the gully. That's going to hit me. Always hits me. Alright, so I've got another big split bomb. What did that really do? What if I fire it higher? Ah, that didn't quite. Sort of burying him a little bit. Oh, wow. Alright. Yeah, just barely cleared those. Alright, so I'm pretty well honed in now. If I can stay here, should be able to take him out. Ah! Well, he got me. Alright, so he's going to get the bulk of the money for this round. And, okay, so it's crashed. This has happened to me one time before. So it's definitely an issue with this early access stuff. So, anyhow, well, I think I'll just leave it there because that gives you a pretty good look at the state of the game right now. So, I didn't go into showing you all the different weapons or anything like that, but I think that's part of the fun for you to explore and discover that kind of stuff. So, that's Jelly in the Sky, and it's on Steam right now. I think it's about $6 at the moment. And as far as, you know, an old school artillery type game, I think it's got a lot of potential, and I think as stuff keeps getting added and little problems get fixed, I think we're going to have a pretty fun game on our hands. So check that out, and I'll see you guys next time.